Welcome to this week's edition of the Central Arkansas Football Report, along with head coach Clint Conk. I'm Justin Acree. Bears come on the road here to Nicholls University and win at 17-10. Coach, congratulations on the victory, the sixth of the year for your team and the fifth straight over Nicholls.
Yeah, pretty excited to be able to come on the road and win. Anytime you can go on the road in this conference and get a win, it was certainly hard fought today. It's a tough place to get to, tough place to play. You know, generally the crowds aren't very big here. It was hot and humid, very, very windy. And so you have to kind of self-generate a lot of energy and momentum. And, you know, I thought particularly in the first half we played with a high level of energy. In the second half we more through the motions, but we were able to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, your guys, it seems like when we come down here, it's almost like a Twilight Zone effect. Just strange things happen. You've had some very good teams come down here and struggle, and you know, today was certainly hard fought. I know you're happy to get a victory, but it is a strange thing that goes on down here, it seems like.
Well, it does. Coach Allison and I were driving from Morgan City to the game today from the team hotel, and alligator crossed our car on Highway 20, and he had never seen an alligator, you know, before. So. It's a unique place, obviously. It's a special place to me. I was married here. My oldest son, Chase, was born at the hospital right over my left shoulder, and, you know, former player here, and just a lot of great memories. But make no mistake, it was about competition tonight, and I guess this is 5 in a row against the Colonels, and we're certainly excited about that.
Yeah, so there you go. Note to everybody out there, black cat crossed your car bad, gator crossed your car, that's a good omen, it turns out, for the Bears. We'll take a look at the first half highlights coming up in just a moment.
Your 2013 Central Arkansas Football Report is sponsored by AT&T, Baptist Health, and Crane Automotive.
Arkansans rank Baptist Health first for overall quality. You've named us the leader for women's health, for orthopedics, for heart, for rehabilitation, and for state-of-the-art technology. And with over 175 access points across the state, we can provide the highest level of care close to you. The most preferred nurses, the most trusted doctors, the best overall reputation. Baptist Health, all our best.
At Zaxby's, all of our salads are made fresh to satisfy any craving. Like the blue, with a bold taste of real blue cheese and buffaloed or blackened chicken. The House, or the Caesar. With so many flavor-packed choices, you'll be seeing salad in a whole new way. Guess someone forgot to tell us that salads are supposed to be boring. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Welcome back, and Coach, coming off that loss to Southeastern Louisiana, a little bit deflating, you know, ended any chances of making it to the postseason last week, but it really felt like, in talking to you and being around the players this week, you guys had a good week of practice, and really mentally, you guys were in a pretty good spot coming into this game.
Well, I thought so. We made some mental mistakes tonight, a couple of penalties that I thought were uncalled for, but that's just some frustration in the season. Certainly they hurt us tonight. I got a feeling that if you know, our circumstances were a little bit different, maybe we wouldn't be making some of the mistakes that we're making right now. But our kids are frustrated. I mean, we're used to, you know, playing for championships and being in the postseason. This year, because of a lot of different factors, that hasn't happened. With that said, we've talked about going 1-0 with a win against Nicholls, and then certainly next week finishing up at home, going 2-0 for the remaining 2 games, and then, you know, sending our seniors out next week, you know, as winners.
Yeah, one of the points of focus this week was controlling the running quarterback, something that struggled with last week. A little bit different kind of quarterback, but the leading rusher in Southland Conference, Toscani Figueroa, coming in, and overall, as we'll see here in the highlights, you guys did a good job, you know, hemming him up most of the night.
Well, he's a scary guy, 6'3", 220 pounds. Thought we did an excellent job of containing the quarterback run, but we struggled a little bit on the running back, one-back power.
Bears going left to right on your screen here and into the win in the first quarter. Do get the ball first, an easy throw to Des Lewis. Didn't have a lot in the first half, but you guys could have gone to that play a lot. They're certainly giving him a lot of respect. Nice hard run there by Willie Matthews. And
well, Willie had a good night tonight. I thought right here, Ryan Howard, our junior quarterback from Vestavia, really stepped into that sack. So we're forced to punt, and we're punting into the win, rugby punt, and we get a couple of short punts heading into the win. But here you go right here, Toscani Figueroa, one of the great names in college football. You know, right here on the one-back power. This is one of their big backs. They were out their top 2 backs.
Yeah.
We were out several backs as well. Willie Matthews is the only healthy running back that made the trip, although Denzel Williams tried to go a few snaps today.
Yeah, that running back a couple plays ago was Michael Henry. We'll call his name a little later too. He is a freshman and a sophomore rather, I believe, and actually had a very good game here today. Good pressure right there and forced the incompletion. Again, throwing with the wind was almost as much trouble it seemed like as throwing against the wind for the quarterbacks.
We missed a post route touchdown earlier in the game, or maybe on this next series, but right there the defense made a stand, holding them to a field goal. And we had seen this on film throughout the year, the surprise onside kick. Justin Burdett, the sophomore from Birmingham, nice job. Taylor Reed, the sophomore from El Dorado, Arkansas, comes back in, hits Blake Gardner for a short gain on play action pass. Blake's from San Antonio. Desmond Smith, the redshirt freshman from Bentonville, Arkansas, one of his 7 catches on the night, and he continues to improve and play with just a great deal of confidence. And this is a great read right here, great catch, possession down.
That was a 4th down conversion, just a great play right there.
To Willie Matthews, the junior from Memphis. Come back on the bubble screen again. Good job blocking, good effort right here. Desmond finished with 140 yards and a touchdown that we'll see later. Come back here on the zone read. This was Denzel Williams, only one of his 2 carries. He had 14 yards rushing. And right here we run a little double cut move, and we hit junior Clay Murphy from El Dorado for his first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, that was a nice play right there, and extra point is good, so the Bears take the lead back, a lead they would never relinquish, 7-3. A 10-play, 46-yard drive. Take advantage of the good field position. That's something, unfortunately, he didn't make a habit of, but nice to do it right there and take the lead.
Well, we kick it into the wind. I thought this was really a good kick down to the 20. They get a 7-yard return, but on that play right there, junior Zach Watkins tore up his knee, and unfortunately he's done for the season, obviously, and have to have surgery. We don't align correctly here a couple of times, but Blake Childers had one of his best games of the season, the junior from Mesquite, Texas. They come back again on the play pass, and you know, just the threat of him running causes you to lose, sight of your men. And they run a pretty unique bootleg package, flooding the zone with 4 people, but right here we get out leveraged, not very good defense. Tackling was an issue at times tonight, and they come back here again on the quarterback run. Good job right there by Bailey McIver, and I think Marcus Peters had the initial hit.
Yeah, ball pops out, Bears end up with it.
And then it fumbled out of bounds.
Yeah, but McIver was the last one to possess it, so Bears end up with it. Unfortunately, can't capitalize. But the good news is, again, it's a red zone stop.
Yeah, stopped them in the red area, and we come up short here on 3rd down, and we're forced to punt again a second time into the wind, and you can see it's just knocking it down. And they come back with the back screen, and we're able to push the young man out of bounds, but we later shut that particular play down. You can see right here Dawson Hadnot, John Woodard, a host of Bears on the tackle there. Now we're into the second quarter. Missed tackle and just too porous in the middle of the defensive line. Good job pushing the pocket here, but again, he's able to escape and get outside, but a great one-on-one open field tackle by junior Zach Bush from Denton, Texas. We stop the drive, force a field goal attempt that is no good.
Tip ball right there, nice concentration, another good catch by Desmond Smith, who is fighting for additional yardage right there, and you guys pick up a penalty on top of that, so here in business. Nice throw and catch to Burdett.
Yep, Taylor Reed, good job. And I thought Taylor played another very fine game, making decisions with the football and then running the football, and then this is Denzel's last carry. I think for about 8 yards. Like I said, he ended up with 2 carries for 13 yards. Good blocking on the perimeter. Good job by Smith, finishing. And you can see he's playing at a different speed. Well, this is disappointing right here. We get it down into the 5, and I don't believe we're able to come away with points. And right here we end up catching this ball, but it's juggled by true freshman Jatavius Wilson, and you got to catch it the first time.
That kick is up and good, so you do get points in this one. That's a 28-yard field goal to make it 10-3 now.
A couple of missed tackles right here, and we just got to play better inside out, better leverage football. Much better job right there setting the point by Marcus Peters.
That was another tackle by Blake Childers, who had a very good game, probably his best game of the year. I guess he took a shot as he was delivering a shot right there. Good flow to the football. Jonathan Woodard on that play as well had a good game. This is a 4th down play. Obviously, things go poorly for them from the get-go with the bad snap, and then you force them out of bounds and turn it over on downs.
And I thought Willie ran much more patient tonight. Very physical, but he was much more patient than even what we saw last week against Southeastern.
I don't know how else to describe it other than that the ball came out of there a little skunky, and apparently there was an issue with the hold coach on that play.
Yeah, we bobbled the snap and didn't get it down cleanly, and that's all about timing. And unfortunately, we come away with no points there after having a short field.
They've got Abear into the game now, and instead of throwing this one away, he lets Justin Hurd get to him and toss him out of bounds. Instead of a no gain, it's a 2-yard loss. So floats it up here, defensive back falls down, Peters does, and then it's Justin Love coming over and cleaning up the mess, knocking the ball out.
And as you can see here, defense again forces a punt, and good job there by Clay Murphy. We're into a 2-minute situation now.
That was a nice throw and catch right
Yeah,
there.
great job there by Matthews. Willie's becoming more and more of a complete player. You can see him there on the blitz pickup.
Had 4 catches on the night. There's one where Jatavius Wilson takes a shot and holds on to the football. That was impressive. Ryan Howard, not the fleetest quarterback you've ever had, but boy, great decision to run. It's a conversion down. You pick it up there. He slides and gets down, avoids the contact, keeps the drive alive, and then great throw over the middle to Smith. Great blocking downfield. Look at that shot by Desmond Lewis to help clear him, and he fights his way into the end zone, dives for the pylon, and he got a huge momentum play going into the half now. 48 seconds to go. A 2-minute drill only took you guys a minute 10 or so to score, and you had no timeouts.
We didn't have any timeouts, but that was a clean pocket there for Ryan Howard, and he threw a laser on the bender route to Desmond Smith. And you can see right here we end up the half with a John Woodard sack and then another John Woodard tackle, and with a little help from some of his friends. But certainly a very positive way to finish the half and build a lot of momentum going into the locker room.
Yeah, 17-3 at the break. Bears lead. We'll take a look at the second half when we come back.
This is my home, and here's my hot water heater, located right above my living room. And here's the mess it made when it leaked. Really leaked. Kind of throws off the ambiance, don't you think? Well, I stayed calm and called the experts at All Clean Restoration, so here it is. My living room before the water damage, and my living room after. Or as I like to think, my living room before All Clean, my living room after All Clean. All Clean Restoration, proudly serving all of Arkansas.
Second half now, and Bears kicking off and working with the wind to start the third quarter here.
Well, a good hit there, but we don't wrap it up. But good pursuit there by a host of Bears. Good job. We come with pressure right here on Toscani. He dumps it off, and Marcus Peters, the senior from Dangerfield, Texas. Again, the one-back power, and you could see they're finishing forward, and we're hanging on for dear life. We miss a tackle right there at the line of scrimmage, and I love what Coach Stubbs does offensively as far as just being very methodical. But there again, Toscani on the quarterback run, another quarterback run. Big hit right there by Bush. We got to wrap up. Dylan Winfrey, the sophomore from Bryant, gets him on the ground. They come back with the one-back power, and you can see here just, it's just not very good football right there. We got them stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and I thought this was an excellent job right here by Marcus Peters setting the edge, and then Bailey McIver, the redshirt freshman from Sheridan. Bailey had a deflected pass tonight. You can see how elusive this guy is.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and then finally Childress gets him out of bounds.
Yeah, you did. It was a coverage opportunity, though, because obviously he had nowhere to go with it. Nice play right there by Justin Hurd, and otherwise that thing could have gone for some big yards.
Yeah, Justin had 10 tackles, probably not his best game of the season, but that's the 5th consecutive week that he's had double-digit tackles.
Yeah, coming off a game with 15, and nice play right there. And boy, what a run by Willie Matthews, fighting for yards out the midfield.
Well, we were able to, establish the one-back power ourselves, and Again, the more Willie plays, the better he's getting. We come back here on the hit screen. Good blocking by Burdette. First down by Lewis. Now we're on the Colonel side of the field.
Look out.
Yep, they come with double-edge pressure here. It's a flaw in this protection. Willie's got both edges, but he can only block one of them. And, you know, we've got to throw hot there. We take a sack, and very proud here, John Harrison. We really needed this punt to stay in bounds. And senior Kirby O'Meara, a name that we don't mention very much, our long snapper and short snapper, downs it on the 3. Excellent job right there by Childress again.
Good job hemming up Henry, who was our leading rusher on the night. Holding it for a long time. Great coverage by Childress right there. Takes him down immediately and forced a turnover here on the, or an end of a possession, I guess, on the punt. And a nice return by Clay Murphy. First time he's actually had a chance to return one in a while, and a nice little slip there. Picks up 5-6 yards on the return.
Well, Clay's just so sure-handed. I know he kind of bobbled the field goal, but does a lot for us. You can see just how physical and confident Desmond Smith's playing. And we come back here with the isolation play. Good blocking by the offensive line. Joe Carmichael, the junior from Monticello. Good block, Joe. Come back again with the quick game to Lewis. Puts us down close. And again, go for it here on a short yardage situation. And Taylor Reed, I think 2 or 3 times on the night, was able to convert on quarterback sneaks. Kind of got lucky right here. I thought maybe this one was a lateral, but they called it incomplete. You know, we really, and you mentioned this earlier, they were giving Desmond Lewis and a lot of our receivers a lot of respect. Great throwing catch right there to Murphy. One of his couple of catches, of course, he had a touchdown catch early in the game. And we come back here on the stretch play. Now we're down in the tight red area, and you mentioned this, I think, on our post-game radio show, that we were only 2 for 5 in the red zone, and you know that's just not acceptable. And we actually missed the route here. We ran the wrong route, and so instead, and we had a penalty on this drive as well. So instead of, converting this into points, we have to attempt a field goal, and for the second consecutive week, we had a blocked field goal. And again, we're just, we're not playing great football right now, and so we feel very fortunate to be able to come down here and win. But you can see Hurd, again, on the play-action pass, that really hurt us, and I would imagine Sam Houston will probably do that quite a bit next week.
Yeah, still 17-3 at this point, and they're, I guess they've got Aber back in the game now, trying to create something in the passing game.
Well, and we're trying to mix up our pressure here. Justin Love, our senior, gets beat inside. We were fortunate that ball wasn't better thrown. But again, arm tackles, reaching and grabbing, and we're just kind of hanging on for dear life at this point. But
again, they get down in the deep red zone, Coach, and you guys bow up again. I mean, just really impressive. I think you had about 45 defenders back there, it looked like, and then they get a field goal attempt here that they miss. You can see it flying out low and left, and again, you hold in the red zone. Very impressive.
Very good job by the defense. We come back here on the flare screen to Matthews. Good job, good positive play on first down. And again, just look how patient he is. Just very, very pleased with the way Willie's playing. He makes a good block right there, and Taylor Reed's able to convert the short run for a first down. We pick up the blitz, and we come back here to Courtney Whitehead. I think maybe his only catch of the night. Maybe he had 2. The sophomore from Athens, Texas. And then just a snag by Desmond Smith, and you can see him here push the pile.
Not done.
And then we've got some offensive linemen coming to help him out. Come back here with the called quarterback run.
Well, that's the way to finish a run off, huh? Taylor Reed burying the defensive back who stepped up to try to stop him right there. Slipped right there by Willie, just couldn't really get his footing. He's upset, you could see on that one, but
this turf was a little bit slick as well. Good job here by Jatavius Wilson, the true freshman from Bastrop, Louisiana, fighting for extra yards. We come back to Jatavius. Again, they were stacking the box, playing a lot of zone, and gave us some screen opportunities. And go right here on fourth down, and Jose Moore, I'm not sure how clean a route he ran right there, but good defense by their corner. And then an excellent job right there by Justin Hurd, the senior from Woodland, Alabama. I thought we did a good job of pushing the pocket, not letting the quarterback step out and get big plays.
They get a penalty coming up here And
yeah, we had 2 hands to the face by defensive linemen. This was one of the few times we lost contain, but we've got to clean that up. We want to push, but we got to keep the hands out of the face mask. We go low right there. We need to hit them in the mouth. They're down 2 scores, and we're playing a little conservative on defense, trying to keep it in front of us, rushing 3, making them use a lot of clock. They only had 1 timeout left. And the idea is to, if they catch it, then tackle them and get them on the ground.
Another conversion there on the pass play. A little pressure here. Good coverage downfield. Josh Jones, I think, was on that coverage. Really nice job downfield.
Great job by the senior from Shreveport coming back to his home state. And right here, they try the double screen, and Dylan Winfrey sniffs it out.
Yeah.
And read it very, very well. But unfortunately, right here, we're in man coverage again, and zone coverage right here. They convert, and then they're able to hit the crossing route, and bang bang play at the goal line right there, and they gave them the touchdown.
So 17-10, they're going to go with the onside kick after this extra point is up and good. It's a 1-score game at this point, and the onside kick, was hopping wildly. Goes right over Clay Murphy's head and out of bounds, fortunately. So get the ball and the 5 yards. Favorite play, and you take a knee and get out of here with a 17-10 win.
And we'll take it. This is a very difficult place to play, and we came down here in 2008 when we won the league, and we finished 6-1 in the conference that year, and the only game we lost was to Nichols here, 20-17, I believe, and they went 2-5 in conference. They beat us and McNeese, which were the top 2 teams in the league. So it's a very difficult place to get to, tough place to play. Very proud of our team. We played just well enough, but we made an awful lot of mistakes, and we're just not playing with a great deal of consistency right now. And obviously, we've got one more game, and hopefully we can pull some things together, for Sam Houston next week.
All right, let's take a look at our play of the game. We go back to that play at the end of the first half, and boy, just the opposite of the game last week against Southeastern, where you don't get the momentum play at the end of the half to score and tie it up. This time you do, and it sends you out to the break on a high. That touchdown pass.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Howard got a clean pocket and threw a laser strike in there. The Des Smith, the redshirt freshman from Bentonville, Arkansas, 48 yards, and again, it gave us a lot of momentum going into half.
Yeah, I love the way the receivers turn into blockers immediately, and
Yes.
that Des Lewis block, one of the keys on that one as well. Coming up, we'll just take a look at our players of the game, so stay with us.
It's the model year-end closeout at the Giant Crane Buick GMC.
The 13s have to go, so get our largest savings of the year on Acadia, Terrain, Verano, and LaCrosse.
Right now, new GMC Terrain start for just $23,995. Get discounts up to $6,000 off new Acadias and Enclaves, and new Buick Veranos start at just $19,995. Plus, the all-new 2014 GMC Sierra has arrived.
And you'll get the Crane commitment, including a 100,000-mile warranty.
It's the model year-end closeout at the Giant Crane Buick GMC exit 127 in Conway.
Bro?
Okay, I'm jealous.
AT&T introduces the Nokia Lumia 1020. Capture every detail with brilliant zoom at 41 megapixels. Get it only from AT&T with no down payment.
Welcome back. Time now to take a look at our players of the game. And on offense, Coach, a young man who's really had a couple of great weeks strung together now, Desmond Smith.
Well, first I want a great mention to Willie Matthews.
Yeah.
I thought Willie caught the ball well again this week and certainly ran hard. But Desmond Smith, the redshirt freshman from Bentonville, 7 catches, 140 yards, had the big touchdown. And again, he is just playing very fast with a lot of confidence. And what's exciting to me is he's playing his best football here at the end of the season, and we got this young man for next week and of course 3 more years, and so that's really exciting for our football program.
And then on defense, I think a couple of guys who have not been players of the week this year at all, but certainly were quite a few times last year. And the good news is you get both these guys back next year. But we're going to go with Childress and Woodard. Both of them had probably their best games of the year, I think.
Yeah, junior and a sophomore. Blake Childress had 9 tackles and 2 tackles for loss. The junior from Mesquite, Texas. I think he's long and athletic, and I think him and Ricky Wyatt really complement each other there at the will backer position. We've seen Zach Bush in there, but certainly Blake Childress had a really quality football game tonight. And then, of course, Jonathan Woodard. Jonathan was freshman of the year last year in the Southland Conference, but tonight he had 7 tackles, 2 sacks, and just seemed to be in a lot of plays. The entire night, pushing the pocket, causing the quarterback some concern. So 2 underclassmen played very, very well for us tonight on defense.
Well, it was senior day here today. It'll be senior day in Conway next week, Coach. And last game on the Stripes and playing a team that I know your guys get up for every year. The fans do. Certainly we do in the broadcast booth. And it's always a lot of fun, and a team that is trying to make its final push into the playoffs as well. So you get to play spoiler next week. But let's start with the senior day. It's always a big week for you. You do the senior dinner. It's something you look forward to, but it's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah, it's certainly something that is pretty emotional for the players and for the coaching staff. Certainly when we get together for that Wednesday meal before the game and tell a lot of stories. I get to hear some things that they wouldn't ordinarily say, weeks before, even, last year or anything. But it's 12 seniors that have meant an awful lot to us, helped us win a lot of football games. I think in the last 4 years, 32, 33 football games, conference championship, a couple of postseason appearances. These young men have meant a lot to our program, so I really want to encourage our fans and the community to come out and support these young men. Some quality young men, all are graduating, or some have already graduated, and they're going to be tremendous ambassadors. But they've got one more game on the Stripes against the 2 defending champions from the conference that neither one of us are going to have a chance to win this year. But, we had a great game with Sam Houston last year, so come out to the game, come out and see these seniors. Yeah,
it's going to be a 3 o'clock kick, and, they obviously lost to Southeastern, which is going to win the conference outright this year, but a couple of keys for next week.
Well, you got to stop the run.
Yeah.
I mean, and Torrance Williams, their receiver, is a very talented young man that has really emerged to help them, take their offense to the next level. Obviously, Tim Flanders, Keyshawn Hill, Richard Sincere, and then, of course, Brian Bell. I think Brian may have got nicked up a little bit tonight, but the senior is that trio of Bell, Flanders, and Sincere have helped the Bearcats win a lot of football games.
Yeah.
And but we're excited to be playing at home to cap off the season. Certainly both teams, again, were co-champions in the Southland Conference and played in the postseason last year. I think Conference TV Network has picked it up, ESPN Game Plan. So it's a big day. It's senior day, and certainly it's a chance for us to get our 7th win and really go into the offseason with a tremendous amount of momentum.
Yeah, well, we're going to bid adieu to the UCA seniors, and I think we'll all be happy to say goodbye to 3 really good seniors from Sam Houston next week.
Absolutely.
As well. All right, well, join us. It's a 3 o'clock kick, and we'll recap it, of course, in our final Central Arkansas football show next week. So join us then.
Arkansans rank Baptist Health first for overall quality. You've named us the leader for women's health, for orthopedics, for heart, for rehabilitation, and for state-of-the-art technology. And with over 175 access points across the state, we can provide the highest level of care close to you. The most preferred nurses, the most trusted doctors, the best overall reputation. Baptist Health, all our best.
If you're coming to Conway for football, get ready to put your game face on. For shopping, dining, accommodations, and more, come for football. Stay to play. Learn more at conwayarkansas.org.